I'm sad, so sad. I'm tired, so tired. I'm hungry, so hungry. There's a hole in my soul. It swallows me up, pulls me into the darkness. There's a hole in the center of me. There's a hole in the center of me. Well, I've never been one to sing about my troubles. I figure most of the world has enough of their own. But now and then I think that when we sing about our truth, maybe we light up a pathway for somebody else. Well, I'm sad, so sad. I'm tired, so tired. I'm hungry, so hungry. There's a hole in my soul. It swallows me up, pulls me into the darkness. There's a hole in the center of me. There's a hole in the center of me. Sometimes I wonder, when the whole world is quiet, when there's nothing to hear but the sound of my breath, why there's so many people with so many hurts, and none of us really knows quite how to love. When I'm sad, so sad. I'm tired, so tired. I'm hungry, so hungry. There's a hole in my soul. It swallows me up, pulls me into the darkness. There's a hole in the center of me. There's a hole in the center of me. I like to dream of a time when I'm happy, when I don't feel the sting of each vein in my bones. But then I reflect that the day I stop feeling is the day that they lay me flat down in the grave. Well, I'm sad, so sad. I'm tired, so tired. I'm hungry, so hungry. There's a hole in my soul. It swallows me up, pulls me into the darkness. There's a hole in the center of me. There's a hole in the center of me. There's a hole in the center of me.
Hey everybody, welcome to Weaverville, North Carolina. We've got a beautiful, sunny, cold, late, mid-November day. I want to teach you how to play Sad. It's not a difficult song to play, but it was really difficult to figure out. My buddy David and I toyed around with it for a while. The main thing is, if you look at Joe playing it, it took me a while to figure out why it sounds so cool and what he's playing. And then I figured out he's got 8 tuning pegs. As you know, the average guitar has 6 pegs. I don't know if it's an 8-string guitar or a mandocello or a bouzouki or whatever you call it, but it's got 4 sets of double strings, which I do not have. So I've made up something that sounds good enough for me. So you're going to have to retune down into a kind of an open D tuning, an alternate of that. So what we got here is we're going to, you got to take your first string, your lowest string, and tune it down to a D. And then you take your next string, which is usually an A, and you need to tune that down to a G. And then the next one, you get to keep it a D. And the next one, you get to keep it a G, that 4th string. Now the 5th string, you have to tune this one up a long way. So this is going to go all the way from a B to a D. And then you're going to take your 6th string, which in standard tuning is an E, and tune it down to a D. So now you have those highest 2 strings are the exact same note, Ds. So you got a lot of octaves. So you got D, G, D. So you got your 2 Ds here on the 1st and 3rd string. And then on the 2nd and 4th, you've got 2 Gs. And then so what do you got? You've got D, D. You got 4 Ds and 2 Gs. So it creates that kind of drone sound and allows you to solo over it. That's probably the most difficult part, is just to get that tuning in there. I mean, you can break strings tuning and stuff, so I don't know any other songs in this tuning, so I've had this guitar in this tuning a while, and I use my other one because I don't want to have to keep changing the tuning. Now, you have to use the capo then, though, to get it up to where they're playing it. Now, the capo goes up on the 9th fret. Now, the only problem is once you get it up there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it often goes out of tune. So I'm not sure. Sometimes I've heard that, you know, if your strings are old, they're more likely to go out of tune as you move up the neck. Supposedly where you put the capo has an effect on it. I don't know. But if you got a chromatic tuner, you just tune it. So there we go. So now what we have is we have B, E. So B, E, B, E, B, B. Okay, so you start off, actually start open. He's just playing on the 4th and 6th string. Well, I'm sad. So there's the first chord. It's just on your 1st string, 5th fret. Well, I'm sad, so sad. 1 finger. It's on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. Well, I'm sad, so sad. I'm tired. So you're on the 2nd and 3rd string. Both of them are on the 5th fret. Tired, so tired. So now you're just moving down that top one from the 5th string to the 4th string. So I'm tired, so tired. I'm hungry, so hungry. See? And now you can go, you know, you can either go down here. There's a hole in my soul. So that would be on your 4th string. Hole in my, and then to the 3rd string, soul. Or you can do it lower. So well, I'm sad, so sad. I'm tired, so tired. I'm hungry, so hungry. There's a hole in my soul. Swallows me up, pulls me into the darkness. Okay, and then this is where it's a little different. There's a hole, so you go back to that first note. There's a hole in the center. So this is a little bit different. This is like the 2nd chord earlier. The 2nd chord earlier is just like this, but now we're going to add our 3rd finger down here on the 3rd string, 4th fret. So it's There's a hole in the center of me. Now this is the coolest chord I like. I can't even remember. I think David figured this out. It's not exactly the same as how they play it, but I really like this. So that's how it goes. So the way you do that, put your first finger on the, these are all going to be on the 2nd fret. So you got the first finger on the 1st string. Your 2nd finger is going to be on the 3rd string. And your 3rd finger is either going to be on the 5th or the 6th string, because remember they're the same note. And then it's just kind of fun to work with this the rhythm here. So you're just going to take it from the 2nd fret up to the 5th. And then you're going to pull off your 2nd finger and move your 1st finger down. So it's... So then all you have there, so your 1st finger now is on the 2nd string. Okay, so... That's definitely not the rhythm he plays, but I think the rhythm is so complex. I think David didn't want to play it that way, and now I've learned it this way, and I really like it. So I think that's it. And there's a hole in the center of me. There's a hole in the center of me. So I've added this thing I just do at the end. That's there's a hole in the center of me. I just like that sound. So you're doing, they're both on the 4th fret. You're on the 3rd and 5th string. And you just slide it up from the 4th to the 5th. Okay, so the chorus is a little, the verse is just a little different. So I'll sing one of the verses and play it. So I've never been one, same chords, to sing about my troubles. I figure most of the world has enough of their own. But now and then I think that when we sing about our truth, maybe we light up a pathway for somebody else. So for somebody else, for somebody else, for somebody else. So you can play it low, or somebody else. So let's see, after, what are there, 3 verses? After the 2nd verse, it then goes into a solo, and I don't even know, I figured this thing out, I don't even know if it matches, but you know what, you can just have fun on this, because there's so many places you can play it with these open tunings. So